Go. Hi guys, yes, it's us again, just people. Hello, it's Friday, and we're gonna try something different on Friday. But before I say all of that, because I'm all excited, I want to go into things right now. I just want to thank you for pressing play, coming to this channel. Thank you so much. We appreciate you. And I want to kind of let you guys know again what our channel is about. Our channel is just people, right? People talking, a conversation, just giving our opinion, our expertise. We want people to be able to look at things differently. Those people that do not think like us be able to understand why other people think like we do. Welcome it as well, because we just want to have a good conversation with everybody, open conversation, especially in today's world. Things are getting at a point where people don't want to have conversations. Everything is like argument. So we're trying to change that culture a little bit. That's sort of what we're doing here. And also for the people that think just like us, that may not know that there are other people like them that think the same. They can say, oh, you know what? There are other people that are actually out there on the platform thinking like me as well. So I'm not alone. And, sometimes you get attacked by people because of your thinking and you're like, oh, is it just me? And then you find out that no, there are a lot of you, out there. And we're here also just to learn, right? To teach each other, learn together, right? So that all of us can grow. All of us are in process, like one of my mentors says, and we're here to continue learning. Knowledge is power, and then knowledge also can result into wisdom. We want to get that wisdom grow and be more united as a people, just on the planet as a whole. But again, I want to go into letting you guys know to comment. Please comment as you watch this video, as after you watch the video, whatever thoughts, whatever you have on your mind that says, you know what, I want to put my 2 cents in, please comment. And also, we look at those comments, we comment back. And if we do end up liking you, and you're saying, hey, put me, put me on. Hey, you might just be the person that we put on this platform with us and having that conversation with you. Also, don't forget to like. That's the way it supports us. That's the way we can spread the word. It can touch more people. We can connect with the world in general. That's the way YouTube does the little thing in the background. I'm a computer kind of wizard, so I know a little bit of that stuff. And then also subscribe so that if you are, and turn on the notification so that when we drop something, anything, you are the first to be notified and get on here and watch and respond as you do. And there's one last thing that I won't go into too much, because my co-host, my wonderful co-host, she says it's best is basically also share. But I'm gonna let her go into that. And before I give her the floor, I just want to say introduce my name. I apologize. I should have introduced my name earlier, but some of you guys know us already. I am Mokonzi, and my co-host is Shadia. And please, Shadia, it is time for me to retire and give you the floor.
Thank you so much, Mokonzi. I'm always happy to be here. It's always a pleasure. Thank you for opening us up this so well, as always. Yeah. And thank everybody for watching. Thank you for being here. It's much appreciated. And we are so grateful. Thank you so much. Like he said, today's Friday. We're going to do some fun stuff today, hopefully. So before we get into that, just like Mokonzi said, like the video, subscribe to the video, and comment below whatever you want to say. Obviously, we would like that everyone remain respectful on our platform, but whatever you want to say, share, comment, concern, questions, put those in the comments. And as a reminder also, yes, please share the videos. It's a click of a button. It's easy to do. It takes less than 2 seconds to do it. And once you share, you've done your part on helping to spread, the word of this channel. And we would greatly appreciate that. It is free. Word of mouth is a free and widespread form of advertisement. So thanks so much for taking the time to do that. We greatly appreciate it. Happy Friday. It's wonderful to be here, and I'm blessed. So I believe I'm gonna give it back to Mackenzie to go ahead and introduce the topic.
All right, guys. And one more thing I wanted to say is it's out of love. This is not a place for separation, discrimination, or hate, or any of those low-level frequency vibrations, just emotions. This is a place of nurturing, of love, of connection, of growth. All right, guys. So with no further ado, I'm going to play something for you guys, and I would like for you, then we're going to kind of discuss it really quickly. This is just an example of a free speech. Today, we're seeing that our speech is, we're getting a lot more people coming at your speech if you open up and just want to share. And we kind of wanted to give an example of that. Since today's Friday, it's Fun Friday. And this is a disclaimer. This video, I'm not endorsing the channel that this video is gonna be, showing, but I'm just endorsing what this is would talk about. And this is an instance of, I'm sure you guys have heard about this lately with Nicki Minaj, and I just want to play it. So without further ado, get ready, put your seatbelts on, and let's go on this ride.
Nicki Minaj, she is right here, right now, in a Twitter war with an MSNBC commentator. It started when Nicki tweeted, quotes, "They want you to get vaccinated for the Met Gala. If I get vaccinated, it won't be for the Mets. It'll be once I feel I've done enough research. I'm working on that now." In response, MSNBC's Joy Reid accused Nicki of being irresponsible with her platform and encouraging her followers not to protect themselves from COVID-19. Nicki didn't appreciate that. Came right back at Joy, tweeting, quote, "This is what happens when you're so thirsty to down another Black woman by the request of the white man that you didn't bother to read all my tweets. My God, sister, do better. Imagine your dumb ASS on TV a minute after a tweet to spread a false narrative about a Black woman." Oh my God, and it gets even better. This was just, there were terms in there that I love repeating, irrepeatable terms. I can't do it. Whose side are you on with me now? Comedian and host at Fox Cross America on Fox News Radio. Jimmy Zero. This is my favorite part about this, obviously, is Nicki Minaj's claim the reason she's not getting the vaccine is her cousin in Trinidad, his friend, got the vaccine and his testicles swelled up so much he cannot father children, and his fiance broke off their wedding. I mean, those.
All right, guys. So just we wanna kind of react to this moment right here, and I'll first let Shadia react and give us her thought. If basically if a person has certain concerns about something, are they allowed to just put it out and say, hey, I'm concerned about this? And should they be attacked as we're seeing with Nicki? And I kind of like Nicki, not all the time, just like my brother, my sisters, and so on and so forth, but just wanted a quick reaction on this because it's Fun Friday. Go ahead.
All right. Okay, so that video was interesting and it was my first time seeing it. So this is a raw reaction. This is right off the top of my head, letting you know. So how do I feel about that? Should they be able to do that? Absolutely. Yes. Freedom of speech, period. She has the platform to do it on, and so she did. Now, I think the attack or the words that she had for the reporter were a little more like, you know, from one Black woman to another, like, hey, what are you doing? I would just imagine that. Like, that's what she said, I think. Imagine a Black woman, you know, coming on and smearing another Black woman. So, yeah, I think that was like from sister to sister, like, why would you do that? You know, but as far as freedom of speech, yes, I do believe she should have that platform to do so. I'm very happy that she did speak up because, you know, a lot of us don't, you know, find the strength sometimes or the courage to speak up when something happens like that, that we feel wronged or we feel attacked or targeted. You know what I mean? And what's very interesting about that is, like, you know, that she was on it like within minutes of it happening. It seems like it was like, hey, imagine that happening right after this, you know, just moments after I posted this. So yeah, it's definitely a right of hers, and I'm happy for her. And it's so ironic that this is the video that we were discussing today, because on our Facebook page, I just posted that video from years ago when Kanye West was on that Hurricane Relief News channel. And he was, after Mike Myers talked, Kanye West just blurted out, George Bush does not care about Black people. And it went way left, you know, as far as everybody being startled and surprised and so forth. So anyway, yeah, freedom of speech. Don't let censorship stop you from saying what you need to say. I support it.
All right. Thank you, Shadia. Thank you so much for your opinion on this. Yes, I think, you know, on this Fun Friday, I think that when I see that, what I saw and what she said is just she had concerns, right, about something. And by her having those concerns, she said, well, I'm not willing to participate in something because, you know, I have concerns about the requirements. And then for us with our new culture, this culture that has been built up somehow, you know, we don't still understand. I don't understand. Maybe you guys understand, but it's like, oh, why is she saying that? She didn't, you know, she didn't take any sides, right? She didn't say, she didn't tell people to do one thing or the next. You know, she just said, hey, this is me. This is how I feel about this. And this is why I'm gonna do such and such.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if someone is willing to open up and just, you know, give what they feel, what they're thinking, we should be willing and we should be embracing it, right? To be able to hear their opinion and say, okay, you have the right to your opinion. I mean, we are in the United States of America. You know, I had to jump on a boat, you know, to get all the way here. No, I didn't get on the boat, but you know, I had to do that real quick. No, I had to get on a plane to get all the way here for the freedom that this country has, right? So we got to be careful to let ourselves go into these rabbit holes where we're just taking away our own freedoms, right, by reacting in certain ways that are not necessary. But now,
okay,
with no further ado, I'm gonna let Shadia introduce us the topic of the day. Drum roll.
Thank you. All right, so jumping right into it, and thanks for sharing about that video as well. I always love hearing about
that. Shadia, after you introduce it, I will play the video, and then you can go ahead and give us how you feel.
Got you. Okay, so the topic is how likely are you to date an ex, and should you? And that's what we're gonna discuss. We're gonna watch a video. We're gonna see a short clip, give you guys some feedback, and talk about it.
All right, guys. This video right here that we're gonna be playing for you guys is a video of Ashanti, and there was like a rap battle, and we'll kind of use that as like our introduction to this question, and then we'll jump right in. So sit back, relax with us, get your popcorns and so on and so forth, and enjoy this. All right, 1 second. Here we go.
And that's the crazy thing. Wasn't nothing said.
Did he say something in your ear?
His eyes get big, and I didn't know what was gonna happen. I didn't know
I
what
mean-
to expect. So, but it was positive. Man.
You know Nelly's single now. He is single now.
Yeah, but I ain't. So.
Oh! Moment.
All right, guys. So this one right here is when Ashanti hugged Nelly, and as you guys know, they are exes, and I mean, she just kind of nicely said, "Hey, I have someone else." So let's go in with no further ado with jumping in.
You want me to
Shadia,
go
yes, please.
first? Oh, okay. So that video is interesting. I did tune in for a bit on the versus battle, and I saw the whole hype about Nelly going behind Fat Joe and Ja Rule while they were performing to go across the stage to go and hug Ashanti. This man went out of his way to go hug his ex. Okay, it was hilarious. So yeah, the likelihood of dating an ex on that topic. Personal philosophy versus what I've seen. So personal philosophy, I do not believe that it's a wise choice to date an ex. I believe that getting to the point that you decide that you no longer want to be with that person it's a high point. It's not like some little pity pat, oh, they missed my call or something. Like, we had to have a really big issue for me to decide I no longer want to be in a romantic relationship with you. That being said, personally, I do not believe that you should take exes back just because, it seems like backwards motion, Now, in general, I have seen situations where people have gotten, fallen apart or whatever, broke up, separated, went their separate ways, and then got back together and were stronger for it. So personally, I don't really believe that it would be a positive thing for me to do something like that, but I've seen it work.
All right. Thank you so much, Adia. That's awesome. For me, I think, how likely am I to date an ex? Not very likely. For me, the way, personal philosophy, personal rule for me is, once it's over, it is over, right? I mean, we were together, and then we basically ended it for a reason. And and going back sometimes with my mentality, because I haven't done it but one time in my life, with my mentality, going back, I feel like can bring back everything that happened in the past, right? So bringing those things back, if you guys had baggage, and if you didn't work through your baggages, or even if you work through those baggages, sometimes going back into a situation like that isn't the best, the healthiest, right? So now the second part of the question says, and should you, right? So for me, I think that if the only way this works that I can see it work is if you have if you guys how you guys ended, right? If it ended properly, if it ended in a way where you guys there's no hard feelings or anything like that, you guys just had a conversation out of love, just understanding, then yeah, then I think that okay, you guys didn't it wasn't like a bad breakup where it's like, man, I don't like you, I hate you, whatever. Like, no, it was just like, okay, things are happening. My life is going one way, your life is going another way. Then let's go our own ways, right? So I think that in my life, the one time that it happened, so I dated someone, I had to leave, right? I went to a different city, different place, and we, just hey, it was an agreement. Okay, everything's cool. We're just gonna go our separate ways, right? And then when I came back into that city to live, we just kind of started first talking, right? Because that's what you want to see too, right? You don't want because sometimes what ends up happening is you guys see each other again, right? And I think we had this conversation before where you guys see each other. One person has, the right argument, like, oh man, they come to you, they start feeling like, oh, I have problems in my life. Can you help me with my problems? And then they sit down with you. Oh, I brought some drinks. I remember a friend of mine telling me how he was completely in love with his ex, and she just for religious reasons she couldn't be with him, and so they ended everything. But he had told me, this I will never say what this person is because I get in trouble. But he had told me that what ends up happening. She was living in a different city, and then she would come and visit friends in his city. And when she would come, because they were good friends, and it was just, the breakup was kind of like a good breakup. I guess if you call a breakup a good breakup. And because of just ending things due to religion, they were still good friends. So he would invite her, and every time she would come, he would invite her. And then he told me, he's like, "Hey, I'm giving you guys the secrets here. Hey, I would just bring a bottle, I would just go get a bottle, and then when she comes and hangs out. I'd be like, hey, let's have a few drinks." And then one thing leads to another, right? Because you guys still have that emotional attachment might still be there. You remember the things that you guys went through, the good parts, right? And that's a scary part. That's the trap, right? You would, if you want to call it a trap, if you want to say, where's the trap? Where's the trick? That's the trap, is remembering all that went good, because you guys seeing each other again, kind of like outside the setting of being together, all that, all the negativity, all the fights is past. And sometimes people might even say, hey, that was in the past. I'm a new person. I'm different, right? I'm brand new. I've changed. I've thought a lot. I've put a lot of thought in things, and I've done a lot of growth, and I'm ready. I'm ready. And they will try to use this where they say to you that, hey, you were right when you were telling me those things. Then you're like, okay, all right. Then we have some good moments. That means now that he understands, now that she understands, then things will change. but so many times the past comes right back really fast, and we're back to square one, and it's like, how did we get here? And you gotta be careful. The way you fall into these traps is sexually too, right? Once sex gets put back into the whole relationship, if you guys end up having any kind of sexual interaction again, boom, there you go. You're emotionally reattached, and then things become harder to get out, and then things end even worse than before. So the only thing I would say, be smart, be mindful, remember why you guys ended, and then move on with your life. Move on with your life, unless the ending was something like, the religion or anything of that sort, or going somewhere else, multiple other ways where it's just like, hey, we're good with one another and we're just gonna go our own separate ways. If the cards fall in the right places at the right time, hey, you and I are good to go. So that was kind of what I wanted to say to you guys. That was kind of my opinion on this, but it's Fun Friday. So this was just kind of a fun little conversation between us. I had to play a couple of things to kind of get everybody relaxed. Shadia, please tell us if you have anything for us before we go. We only have like 3 to 5 more minutes here, but is there anything you want to respond or no?
No, I mean, you said plenty. My other point was just going to be that I've seen, because at the beginning I said that I won't do it, but I've seen it happen and work out. I've also seen it happen and not work out. So, but you gave a perfect example of how that plays out. So no, I had nothing else. Just, thank you everybody for tuning in again. Thank you, Makonzi, for dialoguing with me today. This was excellent as always, and I enjoyed the entirety of our Fun Friday. So I'm here for it.
Yeah. All right, guys, we're gonna end this here. Thank you so much. Blessings to you. Thank you for pressing play, for being here, clicking it, and not changing to a different video. Guys, thank you for your support, for your love. Thank you so much again. Don't forget to comment so that you can be on here. Comment so that we know how you feel and you can teach us. We can all learn. You can teach others. Please interact with others on the comment board. And also, do not forget to like this video. This is the way we show this video out to the world. This is how people are able to find us. And also, don't forget to subscribe as well. All of those things that I'm saying, just a click away. Just takes one click and you move forward. And also, please share. Click, share, and also share with just word of mouth. That's the best way. Also, you see a friend or someone that you know, a family member, an enemy, arch enemy, you tell them, hey, get on this platform. This platform is on fire, okay? We have much to do. We have a lot of growth to go. And as always, this place is out of love. No hate. We don't, necessarily take sides. We are here just to give our opinion, put our love, and learn from one another as you guys comment and as we continue discussing. And don't forget, we have a Facebook group. We are on IG, and we are just growing. We're also on Patreon. We're going to try to build it up on Patreon. And as we build that out, we'll let you guys know. That's gonna be the platform where you guys can go and support us on a monthly basis, a monthly membership, and on Patreon. There's a couple videos that are going to be dropping next week that you won't have on this channel. That I've done some conversations, and I will put that on Patreon so that you guys get a little bit of VIP treatment as we move forward. Thank you so much. Thank you, Shadia, and we'll see you guys on the next one. Hey, wait, before I go, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night, and anything in between. See you guys on the next one. Peace and blessings. Love.